Hello everyone, welcome to another new video by BookTales by Pritha. In today's video, I will talk to you about 6 books that I am currently reading in the times of self-quarantine. These are the books that I was planning to read for a long time, and now after our Prime Minister Modi ji has declared 21 days lockdown, I thought these books will give me a great company in these 21 days. So without further ado, I will begin today's video. The first book that I would like to talk about is one of the very popular books by bookstagrammers and booktubers. The book in question is Latitudes of Longings by Shubhangi Swarup. This book consists of 4 stories. I am about to complete the first story. The basic theme of all the 4 stories is environment. And what I am liking about this particular book is that the way English language has so skillfully been used by the author. I have heard that the author has used 7 years of her life to write this particular book, and I can understand why it is so. The language is one of the major USP of this book. I have read about 80 pages of the book, which consists of the first story of Durga Devi and Girija Prasad, who in 1950s were placed in the Andamans and set up their new household over there. This book talks about environmental condition of Andamans in the 1950s in the first story, and the human desires and longings that happens between a newly married couple who were in the times of 1950s. This book is a slow read for me because I want to enjoy the language that I am getting to read in this particular book. It is immensely well written, well crafted, and as a reader, I am enjoying it thoroughly. Once I finish reading this particular book, The Latitude of Longings, I will talk to you in details about the entire book. As of now, let me enjoy the story to the fullest. The next book that I would like to talk to you is The ABC Murder by Agatha Christe. I have read about 60 pages till now of this particular book. In this book, Hercule Poirot is being, what I would say, there is like a game of where the criminal is informing prior to Hercule Poirot that with the letters of the alphabet, there will be murders in particular places. Till now, I have come across the first murder that has already occurred. There will be, I think, some more. And why this book is so much talked about by the book readers and book lovers all across, let me finish the book and I will come to a conclusion and talk about this particular book, maybe in my Instagram handle, which is by the name BookTales by Pritha, or maybe in a separate blog, in my blog handle, which is Pritha's Notebook at wordpress.com, or I can also make a new video on books by Agatha Christe, who knows it. Let me finish the book first and then I will give my complete feedback on this particular book that I am reading, thoroughly enjoying, and I will definitely post my feedback about this book, The ABC Murders by Agatha Christe. The third book that I plan to start, I have yet not started, but if you are regularly watching my videos on BookTales by Pritha, you will know that I have mentioned this book ample number of times in my previous videos, but I am yet to start it. This book is Empress by Ruby Lal. Actually, I had read 20th Wife and I thoroughly enjoyed that book. I like reading about Mughal history. That book, unlike this one, talks about Noor Jahan. That book predominantly talks from the birth of Noor Jahan till her marriage to Shah Jahan, and she was, I guess, 34 years of age when she got married to Shah Jahan, and she was his 20th wife and his last wife. In this particular book, what I know little bit, this talks about why Noor Jahan, it mostly talks about the works that were done by Noor Jahan, why Noor Jahan was considered one of the most powerful Mughal queens. I think I will start it by today, and once I finish it, I definitely will talk about this particular book, The Empress by Ruby Lal. The fourth book that I am just begun. I just read 4-5 pages and I liked. I am a lover of writings by Khaled Hosseini, Thousand Splendid Sun. If you have watched my previous videos, you will know that it is one of my favorite books. The Mountains Echoed was, I think, the third book by Khaled Hosseini. It is also one of the popular books by Khaled Hosseini, and The Mountains Echoed. The story begins again in 1950s in Afghanistan. The story is set across generation. It moves from the desert of Kabul to Paris to San Francisco to Greek island of Tinos. And I have just read 4 or 5 pages and I'm thoroughly enjoying it. Yesterday night only I started reading this particular book. Let me finish reading this book in details. I have heard a lot about this book. Many of my friends in my Instagram handle have commented that this is one of the nicest books. So let me read. Does it gives me a better expectation or reading experience than the Thousand Splendid Sun, which happens to be one of my most favorite books of all times, or not? So for that I have to complete reading this book, and then I will talk in details about The Mountains Echoed by Khaled Hosseini. Now the next 2 books that I would like to talk, I don't have physical copies of these 2 books, but one of the books consists of Finding Audrey by Sophie Kinsella. Now I have watched many movies that are based on the books by Sophie Kinsella, but yet not I have read any book by her. So I read this book, Finding Audrey, and I have finished about 70-75 pages, and till now what I have come to know about Finding Audrey is a 14 years old teenage girl. She always wears sunglasses, as you can see in the book's cover. Even at home she wears sunglasses. She is around 5'8" in height. She has an older brother and a younger brother, and she stays at home with her parents. She stays at home. She doesn't go out. Now, why it is so, that I have to further read the book to let me understand and talk to you more about that particular book, Finding Audrey by Sophie Kinsella. But what I'm liking about the book is that the book begins with a very satirical and funny note, and suddenly the book takes a twist and turn. Means as a reader I was not expected to get something like that. The book begins with an extremely funny note between a mother and a child, the youngest child, who is about 4 years old and who is addicted to computers. And then slowly the dimension moves towards the daughter of the house, which is Audrey, and why she is staying at her home, why she's not going to a school being a teenager. So let me finish reading Finding Audrey and I will talk in details about my feedback on the book Finding Audrey, which I'm currently reading. You know what, light books are something that should be read when you are at home. That is what I believe, because it diverts your attention, it makes you smile, and unlike me, maybe there are many readers who enjoy reading light books. Finding Audrey was one of the books that was also suggested by booktuber Manpreet in her YouTube video, and after watching her YouTube video I was interested to read about the book. So let me read the book, finish the book, and then I will get back to you with complete details on this particular book, Finding Audrey by Sophie Kinsella. And the last book, again, I don't have a physical copy of the book. The book is 20 Fragrance of Revelers Youth. This book is based in China. It talks about an aspiring actress who comes to Beijing to make her dreams come true. She belongs to the peasant household, and how she makes it, will she be successful, that is what. Now I have read books by Japanese author. This is the first book that I'm reading by Chinese author, and I'm enjoying it. The pace of the book is quite fast. The story is gripping. I have read about 100-120 pages of the book. It is about 215 pages long. So once I complete the full book, I will give my feedback on this particular book, 20 Fragrance of a Revelers Youth. Now these are the 6 books that I plan to complete in the next 21 days, and after I finish I will give complete feedback on each of the books that I have mentioned in this particular video. What are you doing in these times of self-quarantine? I think reading is one of the ways by which you can pass your time and get to know many things apart from diverting your mind from this negativity that is spread all across, try to stay more in your home. Go out only when it is required, maybe to buy essentials, etc. Because repeatedly it is being told that Corona Pendamic is contagious. So better stay at home, be safe by staying at home, and do things for which you may not have enough time previously. So I'm spending my time by reading, but let me know in the comment section what else you are doing apart from reading to spend your time in this time of unplanned holidays or vacation, whatsoever you tell it. And I will definitely see you soon in my next video. But before that, if you haven't subscribed my channel Book Tales by Pritha and the subscribe button is still red, please press the subscribe button so that you get notified whenever I post a new video. Book Tales by Pritha is also there on Instagram. My Instagram handle is by the name Book Tales by Pritha. Book Tales by Pritha is there on Facebook, and there is a Facebook page as well as a Facebook group. I want active members on my Facebook group to discuss about books in that particular platform. And if you want to follow me on Twitter, it is @PrithaSharkar80. You can read my blogs at prithasnotebook.wordpress.com. The link of all the social media handle is given in the description section below. The books that I mentioned in all my videos, also I put the affiliate link of all the books in the description section below. So if you are interested to buy any of the books, please buy it from the link mentioned in the description section below, because if you buy it from the link I have mentioned in the description section, then it enables me to get a small amount as my commission so that I can buy more books and discuss about those books in this platform with you all. How you like this video, please mention in the comment section. And if you like my video, please do not forget to press the like button. And I will see you soon in my next video. Tata and bye bye till then.